All right, hello. Okay. Shout out to the live stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see what's going on. I think this is better. No lag. I think we're moving. We're good. A little pixelated, but we're better, right? 720 and 60 frames a second. All right. 720 and 60 frames. Okay, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope we're doing good. We're going to jump on into the mix. Now, I'm feeling pissed today because I put $2,000. I always like to feel the pain of an early sell, but I went into 1350. It went all the way to 64. I could even sold right now 56 divided by. I knew it was a great project too. When I hone in, I should know better, right? Times 2,000. I should have 8 G's right now, and instead I sold for 5 G's. So I cut myself short 3 grand. You know, which kind of upsets me, and a position that I knew was great. So I should have sold the 6K, put the 2K back in, had a nice 2K position. I mean, that phantom position is going to go, that may be the one I look back on. But you never know. I'm going to have to move on from there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I'm just beating myself up about an early sell, and that's the life of a crypto lifer, right? You're not going to hit the top every time. You're not going to hit the bottom every time. It's just not going to happen. Now, something beautiful that we talk about, a lot of people in my channel too, this looks like a beautiful support and resistance flip right now. I'm going to have to say it's starting a new trend to the upside. I honestly thought we would maybe make a giant pennant, but that would be just too big of a pennant in my opinion. Like, look at Bitcoin's regular moves there on the 4 hour. Are we going to make a pennant this big? I'm trying to figure this out. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much. Jesse B donates another. Come on, man. You're an animal, dude. You're an animal. You're an absolute animal, dude. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming here and being a part of the live stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's banging through. Wait, it said, no, another 25. Wow, so you did it twice now? Jesus Louises, man. Well, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let's get all the people back if we can. You'd be surprised what that does, though, to the viewership. It just nailed us. But I'm going to stay strong and be cool. But that was depressing. That was depressing. I'm actually going to have to go get the other video now, I realized, and delete it because people are going to go to that video. And it's going to take away from this video, right? So I'm going to go find that video right now. I'm going to delete it. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 1,694 subscribers and moving. We'll be at 2,000. Can we get to 5,000 subscribers? I know we can. We're on the way. We're on the way. If we can get to 100, we can get to 200. If we can get to 200, we can get to 400, right? And so on and so forth. So I'm deleting the old video forever. Damn, man. There's probably some good content in there. Anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. We could be making a giant Bitcoin channel, but are we? I don't know. I'd like to say that maybe we aren't. Maybe we're kind of coming back in. One thing I really like to show you guys is I talk about support and resistance flips all the time. And you can see previous top mumbo jumbo area also becomes similar support areas and resistance. You can see we came down pretty close. The only reason we probably didn't hit it, because sometimes this is what I've seen now in support and resistance. The only reason I see support and resistance not hit, which is 1 out of like 20 times, it's because the 21-day moving average will just sneak its way up in between. And you know, that's a catalyst in a bull run. So you can kind of see that it wanted this resistance. It came very close to the same area here, but it bounced away. But it's still a range area. Now you can see here was the same area we hit, and we're getting really close. Another good thing that we keep talking about on the 4 hour, we don't see coins getting lower, or you know, but Bitcoin, even stocks, getting lower than the 200-day moving average right here. And we're getting coupled, right? It's like, here you go. I'm going to hold you nice where I want you. You will get there, man. Don't worry. Just keep up the amazing work you're doing. Twin Greenie, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much. Lifer, I'll be joining a tutoring session in the coming weeks. Your Telegram is awesome. Very helpful. Good morning. Story of my life. Good day, Sam, and everyone. What's good? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the Crypto Lifer group, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see how many people we can get back in here. I get excited when we get a lot of people, man. So I see the old chat still there. Now I got to delete the old chat. And let's get back into the live stream. I just want to monitor and make sure. Crypto24, thank you so much for coming on back into the live, man. Creeping on back. It's like, yeah, we fell down the hill, but we're back. 21 people watching. Okay, we're getting the movement. We're getting the momentum back. Let's get those likes back up to 21. Let's get the algorithm working for us. Let's get more people getting trained in crypto so our team is stronger. When you hit the like button, you bring more people into the group. More people get tutored. Some of them don't even get tutored. Some of them are smart enough to pick it up right here. I personally am not that guy. I had to get tutored. I needed one-on-ones. That's why I provide a one-on-one. Every once in a while I hear someone trying to knock me for my one-on-ones, saying you're charging money for one-on-ones. I say, hey man, that's how I learned. So I'm not going to deprive people of the way I learned. I learned through one-on-ones. I would sit and watch videos all day and it made sense. But once I had an actual expert, someone that knew, someone that had been there, and I could sit them and pick their brain and talk to them and ask things, that's when it really made sense to me, right? Without that, it was tough. I'll be dead honest with you. So I feel I just want to offer what I knew helped me the most, okay? So there you go. Everybody learns differently. Not everybody's good at just watching videos and picking up on it, right? So check it out. This was a double bottom on the 15-minute that you can clearly see. Look, bottom, came back down for another bottom. So where is our previous bottom now here for Bitcoin? It's about $45,000. Unbelievable, right? Who's complaining? Who is complaining that we're flirting with the 40 and 50K region? That's how you get to 100,000, guys. That's how you make moves. That's how you make it work. So what up, guys? Love the music. Thank you so much. Tutoring was worth it. Crypto24, good morning. Been watching you for 1 week, learning from you and loving it. Rafael Noda, thank you so much. That means the world to me. Please join the Telegram group in the link below. People's time is not free. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. So yeah, we fell out of the falling wedge. We double bottomed. Where does Bitcoin go from here? If you took our trade yesterday, we talked about a trade and we put it out there. It was Bitcoin all the way up back to about 50,000. Let's show you the trade that I placed yesterday and that I talked about with you guys. And I gave it to everyone in my group. And another reason why you should join the Crypto Lifer group. Now this, I said maybe take some profits here at about 47. I guess I was wrong. I guess this thing can just continue to the upside regardless of, what's going on. So I thought maybe will Bitcoin be doing this? We'll see. But I figured it would bounce back up to the top of the pattern, at least, at the very least, right? So where is this Bitcoin call out? Right here. So here we go. So we were watching the live stream yesterday. If you jumped on in, we saw Bitcoin sitting here at 48. And I said, we trade it back up to about 53. This said, or 58,000, on its way. So we see where we're at right now. Kind of the call was around 48. We did get all the way here to 51. May have been a good time to get out of the trade if you got into a futures trade. Would have been just a nice scalp. But so far so good. We're actually getting a support and resistance flip. Shout out to Brian G for donating $2.99. You're the man, dude. Appreciate that. Appreciate every one of you for coming into the live stream. Puan, dude, don't feel bad about your phantom sell. I had 250 ADA. I bought it 4 cents and sold it 15 cents. Hey, you see, you made $1 million though, almost, damn near. So good for you, man. Or 250K ADA, not 200. Maybe. I hope you had 250K in ADA. Who knows? We'll see, right? 37 people watching, 11 likes. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in to the live stream. So where do I see Bitcoin going now? What's going on with Bitcoin? Well, the pattern isn't too established. So it's going to take us a little while to figure out where we're going. Bitcoin, what I like to see though, and what I'm happy about is this is what was beautiful about Bitcoin's descent. The last descent looks similar. We have our 3 days, 1, 2, 3, and we come down, we pump back up. So it's highly likely, and you can see on the daily, we're getting low on the stochastics. We may have an up and down. If we have a double bottom on the Stokes, the up will take us back into the pattern like that. And then the down will take us back down again. And then when the Stokes are ready to go, you see what I'm saying? The Stokes will predict the movement of Bitcoin, and it just looks like this is what's forming here. Something like this. I think we're going to come up. I think we're going to come back up, come back down. I think we're going to have a little bit of volatility here. But as I said before, I like what I see for the sideways action for the altcoins. Yesterday I said get ready for the altcoins. It looks like they're going to be doing their thing. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you so much for donating 2,005. What? 2,000? What? I don't even know what that is. 2,500 CLP. We'll find out what that is. What is, oh, Credo. So is he in Greece? What is it? What is 2,500 CLPs? Canadian dollar. Chilean pesos. $5 in Chilean peso, man. Thank you so much for the CLP, for the Chilean peso. Shout out to Credo 17. You scared me there for a second. I saw 2,500 bucks. I was like, wow, about to go buy some Phantom. Buy some ETH real quick. You know what I'm doing? I only deserve ETH. That's it. I want a bumper sticker. I only deserve ETH. My good friend, shout out to him. I won't call him out. Just bought a brand new car. I think I would look at Phantom just went up 8x, or you know, right? He could have put that money in Phantom and then bought 5 brand new cars. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I wouldn't buy a damn thing right now. I'm eating on rice and beans, and I'm going to Costco's. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm living like a Farmer Brown because my money is going where I know it can work for me the best, not where it's losing me anything, right? Look, double bottom here on Aave, soon to turn up. I'm going to give you a call here on Aave. I like it on the daily, okay? So get your books out. Get ready. Aave in the buy zone. If you can get it down here off support, that will be the luckiest day of your life. Another thing I like for Aave, swing up right now. As long as we hold that support region, which it's highly likely, we swing down and swing down. We have what's called hidden bullish divergence. Please understand your divergences. Swing up on price, swing down on the RSI. We're also low. If you have hidden bullish divergence, it'll coincide with confluence. The confluence will be what? The bottom of the stochastics. You also have a push up here. Look at that little V shape going on. People like to see the zoom in. Let's take a little zoom in action for you. So look, you see we're getting the little moon buff here on the RSI. Okay. So here's the idea. I'll take the zoom in, I guess, on the call. So here's the idea for you right now for Aave. If you want to hone in on the screen here and take a look, we see our buy zone right there. Always have a stop loss. God forbid Bitcoin gets flash crashed. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't believe that's going to happen. The probabilities are not in our favor, but I have to protect your wallets, guys. I can't let you lose half your portfolio. Again, don't do anything I do on this channel. It's all for entertainment purposes only. If you want the real deal, come to the Telegram. That's where we can speak mano y mano, right? And we can get down to the basics. Man to woman, woman to man, whoever you are. If you're transgender, I don't give a damn. As long as you, look what I'm typing, Zelza. As long as you want to learn. I don't care if you're gay, straight. I don't care who you are. Black, white, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, Russian, Siberian, Croatian. I don't give a dang. As long as you want to learn crypto, you're my friend, and we're ready to go. Hi, Best Crypto Lifer updates on Nano. Why don't you send in a super chat, man? No, I'm just, why don't you send some Nano in? Nah, anyway, let's check it out. I'll be in a douche now, right? Sorry. Blowing my head up, getting my head blown up. Like, check it out. Look at the buy zone here for Aave. We're just going to put a call out on Aave, and then there's your stoppie. Your little stop loss there. Make it small. Don't risk a lot. Risk reward ratio. I talk about this a lot in my tutoring sessions. Huge deal. Make sure that your stop loss can be multiplied many times by your profit. 22% gain loss, but you could make 159% gains. Okay. So there you go. You might lose a fifth of your portfolio, but you won't lose it all. But you might actually almost double and a half your entire portfolio. So I also don't expect people put their entire portfolio into here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just giving you a breakdown of the possibilities here. Okay. But here's a call for Aave. I like what I see for Aave. Bitcoin going sideways, up or down. We are in a volatile period. I'm going to put trades right now at high risk. Not as, 2 weeks ago, things were not as high risk. They were like an 8 out of 10 risk. Now they're higher risk. So remember, you have a higher probability of not everything going in your favor just for the week or two until Bitcoin figures out what it wants to do. I'm going to edit this too. Make sure you can search it. Aave, USDT. There is a call. Shout out to everyone on my Patreon. If you're in my Patreon, big day for you guys. I'm going to go through my entire portfolio. I'm going to take some screenshots, talk a little bit, and send you guys an update. Took some profit on FTM, 250% profit. Thanks, Lifer. Golden ratio fib next at the 0.76 cents. Sold about 12% so far. We'll sell another 12% at the 7.6. 105 and the 121. I'm going to let the rest run in 3x isolated margin. Up 47K so far. My best trade ever. Thanks to you, bro. Greatly appreciate it. And I won't tell you who that is. Oops, I just realized it did not take profit yet. Going to take 12% at the golden ratio. Better yet, he. Shout out to my man for making 47K. Damn, off of Phantom. Doing his thing. Unbelievable move for Phantom. Shout out to anyone who took that call. That call made a lot of people a lot of money because it erupted right after I talked about it. And it's like I kind of knew the news before the news. You know what it was? It was the TA told me it was about to do its thing. Algorithm looks just like Aave. A lot of these coins look like this. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, hidden bullish divergence with the stochastics low on the daily. You take a look at that 4 hour. 4 hours high. That means it has to come back down. So you're going to get something like this. That's when you want to get into the trade, when the daily and the 4 hour match up. Okay? That's when you're going to want to get into the trade. That's that spot. That's the sweet spot. It's pretty much that easy in a bull run. Don't second guess yourself. Okay? Now you could double top up here. This is the only thing I have to show you. You could double top up here. All right? In that case, you could flip it to the 1 hour just to see the health of the 1 hour. This tells you that we may double top because if the 1 hour wants to come up, the 4 hour can't tank too bad, right? So I know it's hard to understand the flip between the time frames, and it's not easy sometimes. But just bear with me and you'll get it. Another thing you like to see is, look, the 200-day moving average interacting with the bottom of the pattern. We saw that right here, boom. We saw it right here, boom. And then it's gone. This is a big catalyst. This is where hidden bullish divergence plays in. They come together. You'll see the 200-day moving average touching the price at the same time as you have hidden bullish divergence. 50 people watching, 19 likes. That's not the lifer way. I understand you're amazed. I understand you're just like in awe right now. But please jump on in and hit that like button. Buy the car. End of the year. Teslas, baby. Yeah, you know what's weird too, though? I thought about buying the Tesla, and then I sat there and I was like, well, I have a lease car that will be up in a year, and my wife is going to be pregnant and not driving. And I could buy the lease car from the lease company, or I could lease another car. I'll see. But I guess maybe I'll give my lease up. So maybe I'll buy the Tesla my lease comes up in November, right? So in November, the lease gets up. So I'm not going to buy a Tesla until the lease comes up. I'm going to be conservative. And then I thought about it. Like, do I really need a Tesla? I know it's crazy, right? But I thought about it and I was like, who am I buying a Tesla for? For myself? And I was like, but I want the electricity. I want the movement. I was like, okay, if it's for the feeling, I was like, it's for the feeling though. Like, but I just want to make sure I'm not buying something just to impress anybody. You know what I'm saying? The kid's not really my thing. If nano to 1K, as I think one day, I love learning. Can you check lit USDT, please? Thanks, mate. Will Brown. Yeah, just give back the damn car and get a brand new one. Hey, man, I don't know, man. You know, I like living below my means, man. I don't want to live above my means. Shout out to everyone who got into cake with me. Starting to buy cake on these dips. Whenever I saw cake below 150, I said, give me some cake. 133 to 134. These are your prices for cake. Bottom of the pattern. Forming the falling wedge. Bit of a double bottom here. Could we come back down? We could. And test 107. There's a chance. But if you look at the daily, which really has nothing to look at. You can't even look at it. 4 hour is a little high. Not much information to go by. To me, the 1 hour is really the strongest, and it does kind of say that we do want to come back down to the bottom of the pattern. What you want to do is hit some support and resistance lines. We do have some heavy support right here. Look, we bounced, we came back, we broke back up. This could be a place where we hit an SR flip there and bounce on up. Actually, I'm going to change the look of the pattern right now and just I'm going to kind of spend some time on this. Double bottom, hitting the target. That's interesting. Okay, we do see we could be in that channel, but we could also be in a different channel, right? Let's take a look here. No, I guess, yep. I'm going to have to swing this. I'm always trying to find a different type. Easy, too, because now you could just put a stop loss, like right here. So you could get in right now, which is pretty interesting, right? You get in at 162. Here's my idea for you. You get in at 162. You throw a stop loss, right? Like very close to the bone. Like you don't play too hard to it. You could get wicked in. I understand that. Now, you want to wait for a candle to close, so maybe make the stop loss a little lower. I'm just taking you through some mentality, something to think about. Now, if this breaks down, it's probably going to do this. then break on out of the pattern and do its thing. It's going to do its thing in the long term regardless, in my opinion. Regardless, but these are the ideas I have. Or is it in this pattern? Is it begin a new trend? And that's kind of the bullish nature that we're seeing. And I'm telling you, I like the altcoins for the next week or two as Bitcoin goes sideways. Going to release a little dominance, right? And we're going to check a look at dominance in a second too and see how that's going to affect the rest of the day. So here's my idea, man. I've been doing this a lot. And you can see it actually forms a bit of a, it does form a bit of a pennant, even though it's not perfect, right? It does form a little bit of a pennant there, like it's running out of room possibly. It's not the clearest, most beautiful pattern that we've seen. So here's my idea, man. Is it going to come down to the bottom of this pattern, or is it going to break up into the other channel, right? And I take my shot. I get in on 161 and I take my shot. Now, if it comes back down all the way to 93, it's a bad trade. So you do want to get stopped out right here around 139, between 130 and 140 area, because by that time it's going to really be in a confirmed trend to the downside, and we could be making a lower low. So we didn't make a higher high. We need to break this higher high here at about 211 to confirm bullishness and continuation of the pattern. So look for us to hold 160, 161. Maybe we get low to 159 area, something like that. Play a little game, but I don't want to see it any lower. But that's bake for you on my radar, man. I started accumulating bake, making bake. We got into bake around 40 cents. So we've done a 4x already on bake, and we're looking for more. We're looking for more. It already went to $3 too. Took a little profits at the top, but we're looking for more. Did not get out of the position entirely. So that's bake for you. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, remind me too when that screen is off, man. Bitcoin dominance. Taking a look at Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance, let's see what we see here now. I see alts will take a hit if we break to the upside. And look, we did, and it said alts will take a hit. What happened? Alts took a hit, right? Kind of an obvious thing, right? I said, look, we could break out of this falling wedge. We're forming a bowl too. And that's how altcoins start to move, right? They have the falling wedge into the bowl. Now, dominance is low now on the 4 hour, which suggests that it wants to creep back up. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll see. All depends on how Bitcoin moves. But right now, dominance does suggest that it may come up. Saying to watch your altcoins slightly for the next couple of days. It's saying, hey, if this comes up and continues to the upside, we may have a little struggle. It may not hurt the altcoins too much. It just may slow down their momentum. We just may not have like the beautiful movement that we see. Today's a good day though, right? 8, 9, 10%. Not huge gains in a lot of coins, but it's a good day. Let's take a look at Binance to kind of couple in. I like to see what's big on Binance when we're talking about Bitcoin dominance, because we get a look at the health of these altcoins while we get a look at the health of Bitcoin dominance. Kind of gives us an idea of what's happening, right? So let's see what's at the top. 222% gain. Oh no, 21% gains for STX. Phantom holding it up, 15% gains. Aave, CHZ up 8.9. Rune up 8%. So not a lot of double-digit coins, right? When we don't see double digits, it's a tough day to trade alts. So the alts are not in a good spot. It's a tough day. We did have a bounce back in the market though, right? Like my account is up nice. Like things seem to have bounced back. So check it out. So I was just want to see where my account stands in the morning, right? Because I didn't really take a full look at it. I was meditating, working out. I think I looked at it right when I woke up, of course. Okay, so it took a little bit of a hit, actually. So alts took a little bit of a hit in the last half an hour. We had a little bit of alt sell-off. Interesting. So people took profits early for whatever reason. Bitcoin dropping a little bit as well. Also, Bitcoin had just a red candle. So we go to the last 15 minutes. We had a little sell-off in Bitcoin, right? From this 51 area all the way back down to support at $48,000. Now, here's another idea, though. Let's do the same thing with Bitcoin. Let's put it in. Shout out to Jesse B. You pumped my portfolio because you taught me how to pump my portfolio. Yo, thank you so much for the $10. Damn, man. You killed it today, man. What was that, 60 bones, dude? Come on, man. Jesus. I pray you get more work at that shop. I should drive around and just drive into cars. I should drive to North Carolina and just drive into a bunch of cars and bounce. Like Google your shop and just sideswipe a whole street and just bounce. I'm just joking. I would never do that. Don't do that. I'm just messing around for my fans. My peoples, man. Not even my fan. Jesse B is like, he's an admin in the group. He became a friend, man. A loyal friend. Shout out to Jesse B. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. But this is what could happen for Bitcoin, man. We could start to see a decline today. And this could not be over. Go down to 40K. All right? So this is the chance. This is what we're seeing here for Bitcoin too on the 15-minute. All right? And that's the channel we're in right now. We need a break. We need to create a higher high. So the bulls need to show up and put a higher high here above 54K. If we don't put a high above my 54K region right there, it's going to be an issue. Right now, we're forming a higher low, which is a great idea. So we don't want to retest the 45K area. We want to know this becomes new support. So we're really looking at this 48,000 area closely. You see 48,000 break, it's like we're going to gap back down pretty easily to 45K. 45K breaks? I don't even want to say it, but we can get back down to 40,000, 80, 800, all right? And that kind of, to me, could possibly be the bottom of the bottom. See, like that's even the bottom of my shape. You know, I'm not going to say my projections are exact. Don't take these projections as exact. Just take them as a ballpark idea of where the price could go. But right now, we need to form that higher trend. Now, we look at the 4-hour, though. We look at the 4-hour and we break it down for what it is as well. One thing I want to show you guys is this. My Matic in my engine wallet says it's worth 0 for weeks now. That's really strange, man. I remember you telling me that. Didn't you? You brought this up on the channel before, right? You brought this up on the channel before. It's interesting. I'd like to take a look at that and see what's going on. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour right now and see what we have going on. Because I want to see the bigger trend, because there is a bigger trend at play too. I'll look at the daily even. So I gave you kind of what I see here on the smaller time frame, right? Looks like we could be forming that bottoming wedge. Now, when we look at a bigger time frame, this could be the bottom here. We could be bouncing. Look, previous resistance becomes new support. So you can see we have different support and resistance regions. Right now, this is an SR flip, touching the 21-day moving average. So if we forget about the 15-minute and we look at the daily's looking strong for a recovery. We're also seeing we don't have hidden bullish divergence yet. We really don't. We have slight divergence. It's not perfect because this goes up a lot higher than that, right? And they will hit if they go to infinity. That angle's not the same. It tells me it's still divergence. It's not perfect though. It's called secret divergence. I've coined it because I've seen it play out before, even though it's not perfect. So we do really need to see Bitcoin hold this level. Like this is actually a crucial lever for Bitcoin. Because if we break it, we go back down to 42K. You can see the clear gap that we have here on the 4-hour. Just watch BitBoy's video on Bitcoin dominance. Says there might be a super altcoin season if Bitcoin dominance drops. Thoughts? Yes, please. If you know anything, help me. Let me know. You have an engine wallet. You have Matic in it. I'll try to take a look for you, man, and see what's going on. We'll try to do a deep dive. Not now, obviously, in the stream, but in my spare time, I'm going to try to take a look at what you're talking about and what's going on. I like to see these here, and we could double bottom here. This could be a bit of a double bottom forming here. So I showed you the worry on the 15-minute. I don't want to continue in that channel. There's a chance. We've seen a little bit of a red coming into the market. It's not a great day to trade. We did get our bounce, but it looks like people sold that bounce really fast. So we had our bounce, and people took profits really early on that bounce. So, but this is what I see happening, man. We could be forming this too. It's my next projection for Bitcoin. This would be beautiful, right? If it's not as much as a downtrend, it's more of a flatter, beautiful pennant. That's a beautiful bull pennant. If Bitcoin puts in a beautiful bull pennant of this nature, I mean, wow. Now I'm still bullish. I showed you the bearish scenario, so I'm not like that guy on YouTube saying we're going to the moon every 5 seconds. Right? It's that sometimes it looks like that, but that's the trend, and I'm just getting the trend. So I may look like a perma bull, but that's the cycle we were in. So I was leading you guys all the way to the promised land. If I get bullish too early, you guys are going to lose a lot of money because you're going to sell too early, and I can't have that happen, right? We call 54K. We spewed over to 58K. If you got to 54K from my call down here, 29.5, you did grand. And we even said we could get higher into the 60s. Now here's my next projection, 82K for Bitcoin, right? So we get through this month. It's going to be a tough month. March isn't going to be fun. I'll be honest with you. March is notoriously the worst month for Bitcoin. And because of that, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy by now. People are going to be wary of it, and it's going to make people act funny and do silly things. A lot of people are going to lose a lot of Bitcoin in March. They're going to sell it when they shouldn't. Don't be that person. Remember it. In April, in May, things are going to be beautiful. It's going to be the spring. Things are going to be doing lovely. And if you got marched over in March by the bears and institutions in the Janet Yellen FUD, and you let it all come into your brain, you're going to be really upset when it's over. So just remember that. Just have faith. Have faith. Have faith. Do not panic sell your coins for any reason. Do not panic sell your coins for any reason whatsoever. Okay, so that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. We went over Bitcoin dominance. I don't really have a trade on Bitcoin right now. I'm taking it easy. I'll be honest. One of the first days, I'm like, kind of like, I showed you, it's kind of up or down there. 48K is kind of a big level. We don't hold it. 45K is pretty obvious. We don't hold that 42K. So those are your levels to watch for a bounce or something of that nature. Now, the daily on Bitcoin dominance is high. Okay, and that tells me that we're going to reset and come to the downside. Now, when that happens, so now let's see what we have going here for Bitcoin dominance. We do see the bull, right? Bam. Falling wedge. But what I'd like and what's possible is let's play with the Stokes and the price. Stokes came up, price came up. Stokes came down, bowled out. Stokes came down, bowled out. But that is bearish, man. That's like almost like, you know, that's like, you know, when the Stokes are going to the upside, you see, but the price is going to the downside. I don't like that, man. You know, I mean, technically, you know, yeah, it's like, it tells me that we're going to continue to the downside because now we're approaching the area where this comes down. So I think dominance is going to let go. I think Bitcoin's going to go sideways and we're going to see an alt season like you wouldn't believe. I think Phantom is already showing us what is going down. 61 people, 31 likes. That is not the lifer way. If you call yourself a crypto lifer, if you claim to be somebody who puts your life into crypto, if you're in the channel with me, spending your time with me, and this is your deal, this is who you are. You are just lame, okay? You are lame. Please, please. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everyone here on the live stream, but it does look promising. We are in the bull though, so I'm going to give you both scenarios. The 4-hour may creep us out a little bit. So it tells you for the next day or two, Bitcoin dominance is going to struggle. It's going to mess with us. It's going to mess with us a little bit, but coming to the downside, man. Coming to the downside. Yeah, just not the lifer way, right? I mean, you guys claim to be lifers, but you can't hit the like button for a guy that talks about crypto all day long. It's just absurd to me. Absurd to me. Anyway, shout out to everyone here. Bitcoin now giving a bounce. Now look at the bounce off the bottom of the pattern. This is confirming my pattern, guys. This is confirming that I found the pattern. Also, the support and resistance flip is helping us. Also, the touch on the 21-day moving average and this strange little bit of divergence. We're also at the bottom of our leg here when it comes to the stochastics RSI. So there you go, man. Drop a lifer. He's world class. Thank you so much for that, man. Appreciate that. Wow, I lost some subscribers from doing that. 3 people bumped off. Hey, those are the people we don't want, man. We lost 4 people that we don't need. Amazing, right? Shout out to Jose, Pedro Valverde, Ignorant Plebe, Oliver, Hulk. We'll look at Doge. Okay. After we look, now let's look at total and total too. Dollar index. I'll throw the dollar index too because Jesse was all over me that I wasn't doing the dollar index. And Jesse, you're right. Let's take a look. So the dollar index is doing what I think it's going to do, similar to Bitcoin dominance. They look very similar. They actually look identical. I could put them in a chart together. Look, because you have this, the wedge with the bull. And I think we got rejected here. Couldn't get past this high again. Look, shoulder, head. Yo, guys, head and shoulders, baby. Yeah. I can't believe this. The demise of the dollar. Head and shoulders. Shoulder. Head. This is the most bearish pattern in the game. When I see this pattern, I shudder with pain. I'm like, ooh. Unless I'm in a short. So you want to short the dollar, man? Buy gold, buy Bitcoin. That's how you short the dollar. And you maximize profit. And you end up owning something. So you could go short the dollar on like a Forex exchange, and that's cool, but all you'll get is fiat. Short the dollar with Bitcoin, and you end up with valuable gold, digital gold, man, that no one can take away from you. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. Can't wait to get into the news too, man. So the dollar's sitting at 9.33 and continuing to fall. I see it getting all the way back down here to 88. If that happens, you're going to see an explosion in Bitcoin like you would not believe. Let's see what coins are up in my list. So we see Wing up 30% on Bitcoin. Dragon Chain starting to get back in the game. I've been holding Dragon Chain for years. Just forgot about it. Act like it didn't exist. Interesting to see what might happen with my old KuCoin account that I just kind of let sit there for years. Rev, Sky, Data up 20%. BLZ back up 20%. So despite what we see on Binance, it's funny, we're seeing a little bit of movement here. Everything's kind of following that Bitcoin pump again from the bottom of the pattern. This is a similar idea, see, for Blaze. You see it? Not exact, but you know, similar idea here. Bouncing bottom of the trend line. Nice trade if you could just even trade this to the top of the pattern. Bam. Get rid of this. This is an old trade. There's an idea here because look, we're low on the stochastics, man. You gotta just, I start nibbling. You don't have to put your whole position in because we might double bottom here and come up and come down again. But start to build a position. Make sure you're buying each position 3 or 4 times each time. Okay? Doge getting a little pump off Elon. Still in my buy zone. Look, it never really hit my stop loss. You can see this? My stop loss was placed in such a way, like you would have had to been at the very tippity top of that. Now, I'm still in a Doge trade. I remember I've been in a Doge trade for a long time. The daily is now double bottomed. Okay? We're ready to rock now. You get your double bottom on the stochastics. That's usually your indication where you can begin to long. So a call for Doge right here. Your buy zone at 0.056. Your sell zone up here between 12 and about 13 cents. Go and get yourself a nice 150%, 200% gains. 114% gains right now from where we're at. So if you want 114% gains and you don't want to wait too long, I've already done the math. I've already showed you what's going on. Look, we also have falling volume with falling price. That tells me that a reversal is coming because the volume is like the gas. When the price can't come down, is coming down, the volume is what's keeping people selling. It's very similar to the RSI or the MACD falling in a way where people are just exhausted. Now we look at the MACD turning to the upside, pink. Things are going really, really well. Utrust, Lisk, Nas, please. Robert Cox, Lit, USDT, please. Send in a super chat, man. Send in that super chat. Like, that's what it's for. You throw in a buck. I go to Mitch Ray's channel every night, every other night. I throw the guy $5, $10, $20. I do it all the time. I'm being honest. So check it out. Look, CHZ falling into this wedge, coming on down. About to hit this low point here too on the stochastics RSI. Also, we have what's called hidden bullish divergence here on the daily. Swing down to swing down. Swing up to swing up on the price. We also see we're touching the 21-day moving average. This is a good sign. Looks like we're forming a bit of a bull flag here. Getting ready. We're just getting started though. Look for us to double bottom, so it could be a few more days. Like let's take Doge as an example. This is a cool little idea here. So someone puts out a chart and you say, okay, we like it here on the low stochastics. But look, green candle pump, then a dump. That was the low stochastics going up and down. Look, up and down. And look how long. Let's see how long that can take. Let's see how long that can take till we get the blue line. Now the blue line's curving up. Like now we're getting that move. And that is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And those are actually halves. So it's 8 because I counted that half as it was 1, but it's really 1 with both halves. So about 8 days. And you can find, there's actually a tool for this too. You don't have to count this stuff like I'm doing. You could take this ruler and just hit this side to this side, and it's going to tell you the length of time. And look, 8 days, 8 bars, 8 days. So that's something to think about. So if you get into a trade or you take a call from me or I start telling you like CHE looks nice, we had a nice pop here, we got sold back down, Try to look at what the pattern looks more like. Wow, that's a bit of a cup now. Interesting. We're going to roll over here on the 4 hour, right? So we're getting high on the 4 hour. Tells you that we could pop and do a double top, but that means we just make another flag, or we can go sideways from here and make a flag. See what happens. Forming a bit of a head and shoulder pattern though, to say that, like, right? This one's tricky. These are tricky patterns. This one looks a little funny, I'll be honest. This is like one of the trickiest patterns I've ever looked at. We could say this is a possible shoulder. There's your head. Are we going to make another shoulder? Seems like that might be the case, right? Maybe we could forget about that drop and it kind of does this. That's kind of what I see. And then it's also a double bottom, like sideways, and we could form a higher low. We're not hitting the 200 day, so we didn't get as low, but we're getting held up by the 100. It's not a bad sign. MACD's turning, but lack of bullish momentum because the stochastics. Remember, if the MACD and the Stokes are fighting each other, it's going to be the MACD that wins. It's going to be the stochastics that beats the MACD. So the MACD says it wants to turn up, but the stochastics say they want to turn down. The MACD really usually won't. It will start to turn. You know, I've seen it before where the MACD looks like it's going to go bullish. Like even right here, look, MACD's about to go bullish. Here's a great example of this. MACDs are going to go bullish. You would say, I would long here. We're going to get our push up, and MACD's going to come up. Price is going to come up. It's going to go crazy. We're going to get our green hill. But the stochastics turn on you. And when they turn on you, the MACD said, no way. Right? These aren't as latent as the MACD. The MACD's more latent. So these will show you a little quicker what's going to happen. And that's another reason why you want to use that to your advantage. Okay? A little bit of hidden bullish divergence here too. Look, swing up on the price. You take your low area to your low area. Now, if you don't understand this, divergence cheat sheet. Okay? You need these types of things. Here's one that shows you the different types. It also shows you which ones are good. This is what I use. This is like the beginning one. But then you want to start getting into strong, medium, weak, and hidden. Okay? And understanding when it's like not that strong and when it is that strong. Okay? This is the main one right here. The divergence cheat sheet. Let me move it into frame. This is the main one right here. The divergence cheat sheet. And this is hidden. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. The red is the oscillator, meaning what you're using. Sam, can you have a look at B-Day? Yeah, we'll take a look at B-Day. Shout out to Andreas. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, Andreas. I hope you're doing well. Hope your day's going well. And yeah, make sure we're going to get our B gift for B-Day as well. Remember that. Now we're going to take a look at total and total 2. And then it's going to be extreme ticker time, right? Extreme ticker time. I'm going through all your tickers. We're going to talk about stuff. Then we're going to hit the news. And then we get on out of here for the day. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a great time. And we're running on through. It's about 10:30. We did have a mishap. We started 10 minutes late and we had a mishap. But we're still doing good. We're still doing strong. IOST taking a bit of a hit today too. Forming a new pattern. Could start forming these inverted head and shoulder patterns. Shoulder, head, another shoulder, and break to the upside. They're all getting ready for another move. If we look at the daily's, ooh, this one needs to come down actually. So this one's in a different way. Hopefully it goes sideways, something like this. It did interact with the 21 right there, which is a good sign. We could see, is it going to form this pennant while this comes to the downside? We'll see. IOST, man, one of my favorite projects, just starting out, just beginning to move, just starting to do its thing. Look, this looks really nice, right? Coming down here, looks like there's going to be a little more downside, probably to the bottom of the pattern. But I like what I see in the long term for IOST. We were getting it at half a penny, 10xing our money. At the height, it went all the way to 7 cents. Unbelievable. So 70 divided by 5, like how many? That's 5 to 10. Damn, man, unbelievable. It's like almost an 8. I can't think right now. It's basically a 12x, right? No, it's actually a 14x. 14x on IOST, man. Unbelievable. Link, AMP, Kava, please. Immediately, sir. Damn, man, what are you, a freaking ATM machine? Jeez Louise. It's insane. You're hilarious, man. That's what a real lifer does. That's unbelievable. Shout out. Thank you for the support, man. Let's take a look at Link right away, sir. Right away, sir. At your service, sir. Okay. Thank you so much for Jesse B donating 20 beans into the live stream, man, for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. 45 people, 47 likes. Let's get the likes up to 66 likes. Yeah. Who's watching and not hitting the like button, man? Come on. Let's get it going. Okay. So Link, 4-hour candle. Looking a little funky wonky, right? Let's take a look now. Now, are we forming the diamond? Right? Are we forming a funky diamond? We see the... Can we get the whipsaw? Let's see what's going on. We're going to start kind of making a bit of a... Because these patterns aren't beautiful. They're not. It's tough today. Today is one of the harder days for me ever on NTA. Because you can see, like, things are just not... Like, there's no beautiful patterns. They're all ruined. For a while, look, beautiful pattern. Wedge, wedge, wedge. Everything was looking great. And now we kind of have to make decisions. We have to try to start figuring things out. So, is this what we're doing? Okay. This could be what we're doing, or are we doing this? So here's two ideas. I'm going to start messing with myself here. We broke to the upside, broke back into the pattern. Is that possible? Now we're in this pattern, and is this the channel? Is this the channel? And we're still going to stay in this channel, up and down, up and down? It's kind of interesting. This is hard. This is tough. I'll be honest. What other channel? And we could be in this broadening wedge here. I'm going to revert to the daily on this and see what we got going on. So on the daily, we're getting low on the stochastics, which tells me that the pain is ending, right? It's getting slow. Like, it's kind of doing its thing. Also, we see a bit of hidden bullish divergence as well. Swing down to swing down. Matched. But if we take that same low, we have swing up to swing up, right? That's... Thank you so much for donating $4.39. Danny Setters, my man. The Chris 123 also getting up in the game. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live stream. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You just made my day. Just made my day. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Okay, so Link. Up, down. I could come up to the top of the pattern. This is a tough day to trade, man. I'll be honest for you. It's a tough day to trade. Let's look back at the 4-hour. I'm going to just call this a falling wedge here. Shrink into these smaller time frames. The daily's looking healthy, right? Because we're getting oversold on the daily. So it's a great sign. It really is. We went below the 200-day moving average right here. That's an interesting thing. We snap back to it. We do not want to go below that, and we don't want to see this. Obviously, we don't want to see the red line cross, right? We don't even want to see the 21 cross if we can help it. We're not. The fact that the Stokes are getting high right here is we're going to need to double top here, really, to save us. But yeah, it looks like Link could come down a little bit. Now I'm going to have to look some support and resistance on the 3-day. Because I'm going to have to look at a bigger time frame to understand what's going on with Link. This is a beautiful thing right here. So SR flip, right? Price came back to the previous high. That's a good sign. Tells you that $20 is over, right? I don't think we reached $20 yet again. It kind of like, I'm done with $20. Okay? No hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day. We are coming to the downside on the 3-day. Very strong. Tells you that we could go sideways a little bit more. So this is what I see now. Now, thank God, I found something. I had to go to the 3-day to really begin. This is what I see for Link. So this is what's going on with Link. I found it, man. Wow, that was hard. It took me like 10 minutes. There's your Link. There she is. There she is. All right. And let's give you your target for Link. Swing down on that pole. Bam. Yeah, I'm just trusting the bigger time frames when I'm in a mix. Because let the smaller time frames figure themselves out. They get razzled and jazzled. The bigger time frames don't get as messed up by crazy price action. You know, they handle it better because they can control more days inside of each candle, right? So this is a good sign for Link. I like what I see here. You know, we could go sideways, even hang down here, or we can go up and down before we kind of slowly make our way to the top of the pattern. But this is my projection for Link, and I see Link continuing to the upside. As I showed you, that dominance could fall. If dominance falls, Link's going to take the cake. Link's going to be one of the biggest lovers and winners in that altcoin run. So 100% gains, 111% gains for Link. When? I'm not saying that's August. That's don't project because that says way later on. But there's a chance that yeah, I think we'll be at $50 well before June. Not well, but maybe like May, mid-May. And it could even happen well before that too. I'm not good at telling you exactly when things are going to happen. I'm good at entering trades and showing you where you should sell them. Okay. Sometimes even I sell early, like I did on Phantom, around 37, $40. Because look how high this is away from the 21-day moving average. Like, to me, it was just like, wow. And even this here was your price, right? 49. But you know what is, I did sell early, and I could have bought back in right here. And I should have, because I would have had more and had a bigger position. And that was the case actually on the bounce. But I had already allocated the money into Reef and into Bake, right? Link been going up for very long to me. Put all the super chat money in Reef. That's probably a good idea, man. But I already have a big enough bag, man. I want to use the super chat money to make merchandise. I want to use the business to make more business. So I want to just reinvest anything that I get in the business back into the business. So I want to make merchandise and then sell the merchandise, right? So then it's like I want to 10x everything all the time, right? Play some of your tracks, Crypto Lifer. Link's been going up for a long time. Arati, man, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching me. Okay, so now let's get into your tickers, man. What's going on? What's going on with you guys? Rio Cantina, what can you say about Reef, mate? I just love Reef, bro. I think it's going to be an aggregator. It's going to connect multiple ways to buy one thing at once. Like it's saying like it connects to multiple dexes and sexes. A sex is a centralized exchange. So if it's going to connect to multiple centralized exchange and a decentralized exchange, it's kind of saying that you're going to be able to what it's saying is you're going to be able to like trade from one place. That's what I'm picking up, like, and get the price aggregated for you. I feel like it's going to solve the problem that people in finance and in Bitcoin and stuff, they have to open up too many things. They have to be part of too many different websites. They have to juggle passwords and usernames. And Reef says it's going to stop that, you know? So that's the idea, man. That's the idea. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's take a look. Cake, Bake, and Matic. Let's take a look at Cake, Bake, and Matic. Cake was looking better than a lot of other things that we saw out there. But we'll see Cake, Bake, and Matic. My babies, man. Except for Matic. I think it's Polygon by now, though, right? I think we have to start calling it Polygon. Oh, so Matic is still the ticker. They never changed the ticker. They just changed the name. That's interesting. It's on Binance, but it's not on Binance as Polygon yet. It's still as Matic Network. So Binance is keeping it real. They're like, no. We ain't gonna play that. Dang, gonna have to add more Reef. Yeah, I really like Reef, man. I'm addicted to the Reef game. As you can see, I made a video about. Also, guys, watch my videos. When a video gets a lot of views on my channel, remember that. Like, Dot got a lot of views on my channel, right? Other things got a lot of views. If they're getting a lot of views on the channel, to me, it tells me, wow, yeah, this is a hot project. So we did a video on Reef last night at 10 p.m. It's already over 1,000 views. That tells me that Reef has a serious following, right? So just something to think about, guys. We're going to take a look at Cake. We're going to take a look at Bake. Dang, going to have to add more Reef. Chris Conlon, such resistance at 50K. You teach a lot of good stuff. It's just a bit hard to follow and read all the messages in Telegram. Yeah, that's why we have a beginners group, man. Are you not in the beginners group? Carlos, we have multiple rooms, man. Look, we have the Crypto Lifer Trading Room. You probably didn't hit the pin message, right? Why did it pin that there? Okay, pin message right here. Everyone, if you're new, you don't need to scroll through here for gems. I have all this organized. Join this group for calls and charts only. Bam. That's calls and charts only. I don't let not one person, not even me. All you can say is the ticker, your idea, and put up a chart, man. That's it. It's charts only. Look at this. I've kept it clean and militant for a long time. Charts only, man. Look at that. Nothing but charts. We got the Matic daily chart. Let's take a look at what's going on for this Matic daily chart. I don't understand why you can't make these big. Everyone else makes them big. I find it weird, man. I don't know. I love it. It's great. Parabola on the daily time frame. You're the only person I know that can't make a big screen. I don't know. Maybe it's your phone. I don't know. Measure the targets up to 75% gains, right? Parabola on the daily time frame. Layer 2 scaling solution program. People are talking about it. I understand. I see what you're saying. Looks good. Oscillator's coming down, though. See that? right? On Matic, on what time frame? On the daily. So you're a little high there. Could come back up, but you know, I don't. Also, you see bearish divergence, man. You see? Swing up to swing up. What you should have done is you should have shown people that's bearish divergence, and we should be coming back down to the 21-day moving average. Not to be rude, but that's the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at Matic, man, and let's break it down. My thing is, when you post a chart in here, like that's like stuff like this, I like this. I see it's a long term, but you got to say long term. I try to make these calls. I don't know. I want to establish the difference between like a call, like this has no stop loss on it. It doesn't, you know, we got to make the calls in here. This is me. When you see me, I let a few other people post in here, but I really want it to be a little like this has stop losses, buy zones, sell zones. Like these are real trades. These are more ideas, right? Like this is a cool idea. I think this could happen. Retest above this line is the buy zone. I guess you said the buy zone there. Okay. So you're giving people an idea. Aggressive buy on the trend line. Yes and no. Like I like this, but it's like not how I would give it, right? So interesting. I like it, but it's not. I'm critiquing your charts kind of higher because you could chart, but you want to also give a beginner like what's going on. Like you want to open them up. You want to kind of lead them a little bit more with your chart, right? That's just the only idea I got. But I don't complain. I read the chat by the afternoons. You do a great job. Lifer is a savage. Be savage. It's more entertaining. I'm in all rooms, but you teach a lot more stuff in the traders room. Interesting. Binance always shows the ticker, not the name. So Matic is correct. Yeah. Why do people keep saying it's a scam? Dang, gonna have to add more Reef. Who cares, man? The masses were never right. When were the masses right? Look at Dash, man. Look at Dash. Look at Dash. Okay. We had hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. We have about hidden bullish divergence pretty much here as well. Because if you took this swing, and you took this swing, that's a very downtrend. That's hidden bullish divergence established. We're coming up on the daily Dash. People are fiending for this thing. It's starting to get up. It's funny. A friend of mine said, I just bought my first cryptos ever. And he said, Litecoin Dash. And what else did he say? I don't remember the third one. But it's pretty funny, man. Dash is picking up steam heavily. Let's take a look at Cake, my lovely Cake, and Bake. We went over Bake earlier in depth. So I guess Hadouken, you weren't here. I don't know what you were doing, but we went over that earlier. I'm hard on Hadouken, man. I am. I'm hard on him. I want more. I want him to be better. I know he can be even better. Let's take a look. He has potential to be like probably the greatest. So that's why I'm hardest on him, you know? And I'm sorry that I am, but it's true. Let's take a falling wedge, right? If I can be hard on you, that means me and you have a good relationship, right? And that's kind of what it breaks down. Now we're on the daily, getting low. You can, as I tell you, the Stokes really reset this MACD. So even when the MACD wants to come down, again, we also have hidden bullish divergence, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down on the daily time frame. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily, getting low on the stochastics. Could you go over when to enter a leverage trade? I always end up getting stopped out or losing more. I put my stop really close as I get scared, but I end up losing more, doing so kind of ironic. You know what? I'll give you guys that. I have a tutoring course of leverage. You could sit with me for an hour and I'll make you really good at trading leverage. I only do it on Bitcoin and some other coins. There's a way to do it. There's a way you have to do it. And I have perfected a simple way. You know, there's other ways people do it, like Jose does the long times. Sorry, guys. Crazy day. People are like, where were you last night? I'm like, well, I was tutoring from 6 to 7. Then I was reading my daughter a bedtime story. Then I came back downstairs, ate a little bit of food, and then I edited a Reef video, and then I went to sleep, right, at like 12:30 at night. So this is what I see happening for Cake, man. Cake on its way to its next big move. Up here at about 28. You don't want to miss this move for Cake because I believe it's going to be explosive. It's going to be big. Cake's still producing beautiful gains. If you don't know what Cake is, Cake makes you a lot of money. The Cake site has multiple ways to earn and learn. Let me take a look at PancakeSwap for you if you want to understand what it is and what it does. PancakeSwap is probably one of my favorite things that I ever found out here in the game. I absolutely love PancakeSwap, man. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at what I see going on for PancakeSwap. I do use PancakeSwap on Chrome. Had an issue with my MetaMask and my Brave browser. Maybe they're back in sync and everything's fine. They seem to be working fine now. Maybe there was a little glitch. I'm going to update Brave. Looks like Brave's going to have a big update soon too. So that's something that I'm pretty excited about. But PancakeSwap, I just want to give you, a lot of you guys know about PancakeSwap if you've been in my group. And I'm sorry to bring it up, but a lot of people don't know. So I don't want to be rude and just like act like we're the coolest and not tell these people what's going on, right? So if I'm going to go over Pancake, let's go over PancakeSwap. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. And let's show you. We're here. I'm going to sign into my MetaMask wallet here on the PancakeSwap exchange. I'm going to show you what goes down. Now, there's been a lot of talk on the internet. I am not a multi-millionaire. As much as I want people to believe I am, it would be really cool. I decided that I got to come clean and explain that I am not a multi-millionaire. You're probably going to see a bunch of ETH in my wallet. It's not really ETH. It's like Binance Smart Chain. There it is, 1.1 ETH there. Today it looks right. But sometimes it says like 3,600. It just says ridiculous things. If I go to the ETH mainnet and back and forth, I believe it like glitches. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, there it goes. It glitches. So it says I have 1,800 ETH and people think I'm worth 6 million. Yeah, I am not worth that much money. Okay. Any thoughts on the super farm, cross-chain crypto, and NFT farming? Super farm, cross-chain crypto, and NFT farming. Super farm, interesting. Let's take a look at that at the end of the stream, or take a look. Yippee-ki-yay, super farm. Super farm crypto token. It sounds like you could access multiple farms all at once, right? Super farm is a cross-chain DeFi protocol that allows you to deploy crypto and NFT farms with no code required. What? Interesting. Just getting started. Join the Telegram. That's a great place to get interacted with them, see how big their group is. Like, that's what I go to the Telegram and I spend some time in it and I try to understand. 87,000 members in the Telegram. That's one of the biggest communities I've ever seen. Hey guys, I've been around a bit, but be careful joining groups this big. There are phishing people constantly in these groups. I may not even join this group as protection for you guys. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? So just something to think about, right? That's a big group. Do you really want, what can you get out of 87,000 people? Honestly, in my opinion, it's a little much, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay, yes. So let's take a look here. So back to Cake. Hidden bullish divergence, right? The RSI is swinging up. We don't see the MACD turning, but what I do see is this. It's an interesting little move here. Could it flip to the top? Kind of interesting, to say the least. I would like a little interaction. Tiny little bit of a red, but it looks, the stochastics may not want that. The stochastics are looking pretty weird down here. But we could see one of these double bottom possible. And that could kind of maybe create a little bit of a bearish momentum. I can send Cake one a little lower to this wick here at about 12. So I think that's our next bottom for Cake possible. And then we have support and resistance in these places. And this is on the daily time frame. Okay, we go to that weekly. Let's look at the weekly support and resistance for Cake. We don't really see a lot, right? Come on, this is really it. Where these two candles meet, right there. And then where this wick came down, there's weekly support there at 1168. So I like what I'm seeing here for Cake. And then where's our next weekly resistance? Is it about $21? So there's your new range, really a bigger range between about $9 off that wick and about $21 off that wick. If you look at the weekly, right? Which you can't really get any information from because it just doesn't have it. Superfarm is Elio Trades project and Fly Pony Monero. Yo, Elio Trades is the man, dude. Cake. Yo, I love me some Cake, man. I love Cake. So yeah, I like what I see for cake. I see at the very least back to 1140. I would be putting a limit ordered in at 1140, and that would be it. Like maybe a wick down in here. If you get lucky, fine. Put a limit order in between 10 and 11. If you're lucky, I think you'll get it. I don't even think that'll happen, but if you're lucky, it's possible. Anything is possible. Take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours looking good too. Up, down, up, down. Looks like we're in a bigger channel on the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we have to make the channel a little bigger. Right? And it looks like we'll come back down right here and test $10.21. That's just what the 4 hour suggests. I hate to say it. We could break out first and then come and test. That's what I would like to see. We do have some room on the stochastics. They're high, but they could bump. Right here, look, they've been this high before, and we still had some movement here in the stochastics. Little dump. So look what happened. This is interesting to see. I like to juxtapose this stuff and show it to you. Let's go to where the stochastics are right now. Watch how I do this. We're going to put a line right here where the blue line hit. I'm going to zoom in for you guys too, because this is a zoom in session, right? So here's the zoom in. Move this up. And just watch. We're going to focus on the stochastics right now. That's all I want you to focus on, okay? I'm going to break down some interesting insight inside of the stochastics. So we put our green line. You can see we put a green line. We don't need that. We put our green line right here where the blue line touched, right? So the blue line touched right there before too. We can come down a little bit. Right there, right? So now what I like to do is put Alt V, because I want to see, the stochastics are funny. They need to be slowly watched. So look, stochastics go long and flat here. All right. And that rendered a move in cake from 636 all the way to 10. But you would have said, oh, but the stochastics are oversold, and you know, that's why I always tell you to watch those double tops. I bring it up all the time because in the back of my mind, I say, wait, right? So then we got a dip from 11 all the way back down. We tested 964, and that was this wick here. And then look how much we went up. We take another Alt V to the top. So that's how much we can go up. Now, this is the 4 hour time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 36 hours. Okay? 36 hours. Number of Reef holders growing like crazy. Yo, Reef is going to explode. Guys, look at the Reef. Let's take a look. Divergence cheat sheet, don't forget. If we even look at my video later, let's take a look at my video. It was at 1,000 views when we started the stream. Let's see where it's at now. And that's an indication of how many people are going to find out about Reef too. For my video, it's going to pump Reef. People are going to listen to Reef. They're going to get into Reef, right? My channel has made many calls. So if I put out a video, I think it's going to help the coin get a little popular, even in my tiny little world. And if you look, you can see most Reef is being moved to hardware wallets. Yeah, man, take your Reef right off a hardware wallet, ERC20, and store it, right? Store it and get ready for a long haul hold. Reef. That's a good idea, is just to send it to the storage, man. Forget about it, right? It's going to explode. I really do, man. I got that feeling, man. I got that feeling with cake. I moved to Reef. 3 cents, man. 3 cents. I like these 2 3-cent coins. 6-cent coins. I got cake at 60 cents. And look what happened to cake. So anything is possible here, man. Anything is possible. So here's my idea for cake. Double bottom. Can we break on out? This suggests that it's possible. Because look, if we study this move, and I'm not saying it's always the same, it really never is, but if this did the same thing, and we took our measured pattern, bars pattern, and we took this from here, and we nailed that, and we moved it, probably we'll take a retest somewhere in this area, but Luke, and then that actually hits my exact target, which is pretty funny, right, with a wick above it to 29. Pretty interesting, man. So I'm just saying, dollar cost average into cake, I would always have a little bag of cake. You don't want to miss out on cake. Let me try to show you pancake swap real fast. Let me jump on out. So there you go, man. That was like a deep dive in cake for you guys. I hope you liked it. I hope anyone got some insight into that. And I hope you can make some money using that idea. So, all right. All right now. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. I have 20K Reef. Need more. Lifer, your face is off the screen. Yes, it is. We're back, though, baby. We're back. Shout out to everyone here on the live, man. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. You're so funny, man. Sorry, LOL referral code. What is the referral code? Oliver, hit him up on Telegram. I DM'd crypto tutoring. Yeah, if you want tutoring, just hit me up, man. How do I book a session with you, bro? If you want to book a session, join this Patreon group and then DM me. Pretty simple, and then we'll talk about it. I'll ask for your time zone. We'll get into it, man, and we'll find a place. First thing I'm going to say is I'm going to send you the introduction documentary, you know, and that's just going to break down, like, that's in the beginners group too. I pinned this message in the beginners group. So you go to the beginners group, join it up, and then right here, it just says, welcome. First of all, thank you so much for joining and being a part of our group. I do strive for excellence, and I set a standard for people who really want to learn and progress. As the group has grown more and more people have been tutored by me, and we have some experts as well. I do let people be free, but please focus on crypto and the trades. No negativity is tolerated, and reference to drugs and alcohol as well as swearing should be refrained if possible. We also offering technical analysis tutoring as well with a risk management system that I have perfected. Let me know your time zone and your schedule, and we can begin. It's $100 an hour. Many of my students take one session or two and stick with the group. The team is close-knit and strong. You will get advice from your charts, calls, and tips on when to enter and exit trades. I will teach you how to properly manage risk and how to do TA by yourself like an expert. You can PayPal me at Remote Chief. You could do this SP the Cash Getter at Venmo. You could hit me up on the Cash App at Crypto Lifer. Send BUSD, which is Binance USD coin, which is nice and cheap. No fees on the Binance Smart Chain. You can send Tether. You can send Nano, which is cheap as well. You can send Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. So shout out to everyone there that asked about the tutoring. Thank you guys so much. That's the first time I ever brought that up on the show. I never really do that. I usually just say go to the Telegram, but here's my Patreon as well. You can select a membership. $3 really gets you nothing. It's just like, say you put in $1,000 and you made a nice trade. And what if every week you keep coming to the Telegram and you make good trades and sell me $3? $9 is someone that just wants to do the same thing. $25 gets you exclusive access to me, meaning I'm going to show you my portfolio. I'm going to give some exclusive trades that I don't put in Telegram. Okay, every once in a while I find one trade and I give it to my Patreon members only. And I'm sorry to not do that to the Telegram members, but these people are paying $25 a month, and I got to make sure they make some money. I want to take care of them. So this is the VIP Lifer. That's $25 a month, and this is it, and this is going to change and move as we grow. But shout out to everyone who's hit me up. We have 24 Patreons, $455 per month. You guys are unbelievable, helping me live my life without having to worry, right? Like being able to come on this stream every day. Life is crazy. I'm gonna have 2 kids, health insurance. It's just nuts, man. It's nuts, right? Trying to survive out here in this world. That's why even making it here. Pay 25, make thousands. 10x is a minimum on Reef. That's what I'm saying, man. 50x is probable, I think. Can you look at Ethereum, AVAX, BTC, please? Hotcoin. People say Reef could 50 to 100x before the bull run ends. Yo, I think so. I have 20k Reef. I need more. You definitely need more. Pay 25, make thousands if you listen. Thanks for everything, Crypto Lifer. Yo, thank you, Noel. You've been here. You've been a part of the group for a long time, Noel, and I always remember you. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining and sharing your most valuable asset with me, and that is your time. That is your time, man. That is your time. Okay. Hotcoin. Let's take a look at Hotcoin. I got into Hotcoin a year ago, or more possibly at this point, and I want to take a look at what I see for Hotcoin. Hot, baby. Hot up 8% and continuing to move at 0.3 of a penny and actually forming a beautiful bull pennant. So Hotcoin is kind of doesn't look like everything else. Also a little bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder. So I see an inverted head and shoulder forming. This is my right shoulder. If you don't believe me, let me label it up for you. We'll go to a smaller time frame where it's far more apparent, and you're going to see what I see. I do this for a living. Take a look. I swear I do it for a living. I can't even use the tool. Anyway, watch this. So this is a bullish pattern, okay? Very bullish. I like what I'm seeing here. The first thing I do is I establish a neckline on this, right? Something like that. Actually kind of breaking out already of the inverted head and shoulder. So here is your left shoulder. There is your head. There is your left shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. Poke back up. Now we get the retest of the line. I like what I see. Swing up. I take this neckline to the head. I swing it over here. We should break that previous all-time high and begin to move to the upside. Hotcoin, man. I'm telling you, man, this could do damage. This could do damage. We were getting in Altcoin down here and holding it for years in this low bowl. How much are we up now already? And I had to hold it for over a year, though. Over a year, 440% gains. But that is the hold of a lifetime. They call me Sam Diamond Hands, and that's why they call me Diamond Hands, because I will hold for 4 damn years if I have to before I sell. See what I'm saying? So some things that I even held through the bull run of 2017 are actually now starting to come and creep back up. I've been watching you for a few days, been watching you and learning a lot. Thank you so much, JK Animation. Thank you for saying that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm taking these comments and I'm going to take pictures of them and put them right into the testimonial, man. To the testimonial group. Yo, shout out to the testimonial group. Unbelievable what's going on in there. Really, like guys talking about how great the trading sessions were between each other. Like, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. Beginners group as well. Shout out to some things people were saying. I turned 1,000 into 3,000 buying IOST. Wasn't the first time Lifer made a call on the coin. I was a bit slow to get in, but I was patient. And 3 weeks later, boom. Thank you, Crypto Lifer. Taking a one-on-one session with Crypto Lifer was sensational. Today I trade with so much confidence and peace. My risk management kept me chilled. Trading and scalping, everything went so well. Thank you, Crypto Lifer. I just finished the tutoring session with Crypto Lifer, who was really patient with my beginner's knowledge and answered a lot of my questions. I would definitely recommend. Many thanks again, Crypto Lifer. You guys, man, those are what I live for. Reading stuff like that, that's what I live for, man. That's what it's all about. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Oliver, this bull run can't be 100% sure, but if you hold for a few years, it'll go past $1. You think Reef could get to $15? Oliver, that's insanity. Let's just get to 40 cents. Let's 10x to 30 cents and see what's going on. But look, I see Altcoin continuing to the upside. It's in a bigger pennant, actually. It's in this giant pennant here. Look at that. With a beautiful uptrend. I'm going to give you your next Altcoin target. But we're going to hold Altcoin for a while. Altcoin's going to turn $100 into $1,000 easy. Probably even $3,000, $4,000. I'm telling you. There's a chance Altcoin even turns $100 into $10,000. I'm just saying. You could put 10 grand in Altcoin and you could end up being a multi-million. Hey man, this is insane. This bull run, I don't think you guys realize, man. We're just starting out. Like, we're just kind of getting through the cricks and the cracks. Once Bitcoin's above 100 grand, what do you think the FOMO is going to be like then? When Bitcoin finally cracks 100 grand, what do you think the FOMO is going to be then? Because then people are going to really realize that 200 and 300 is coming. See, right now they don't. Right now they don't know what's going on. They're like, but when that happens, that's when they're going to know. They're going to say, oh my gosh. I know he said $15. Oliver, he must be a young bro. Oliver, are you young? That sounds like a young kid. I like that though. I like the energy. I like the belief that it go to $15, man. I like that idea. Altcoin, though, doing its thing, about to break out. This is actually a pretty good entry for Altcoin here on the 30-minute. I like what I'm seeing here. Bouncing off the top of the trend line and about to make a move with the stochastics low. Hey, man. Altcoin, baby. This is 0.3 of a penny. Okay, if it goes to 3 cents, it's going to 10x. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. If it goes to 3 cents, it'll be a 10x. Just saying. Bake. Gonna do an airdrop of D100 tokens for the Bake stakers. Where do you stake the Bake? If you're just staked on the... Wow. Yo, that's a big news. Where did you find that news? Bake. This is huge. I'm a big Bake staker, man. I got a lot of Bake. 100 airdrop for Bake staking worth 1,000 tokens 23 hours ago. 5 hours ago. Interesting. Bakery Swap, Dear Bake combos. About the DeFi 100 launching tomorrow on Bakery Swap, February 2nd. Bake's tweet, Dear Bake in combos. The greatest airdrop ever. Wow, are you kidding me? To make it easier for you to get D100, we have decided to change the staking activity for the greatest airdrop ever. 50% to the bread pool stakers, 50% to the combo holders. No stake needed. Bakery Swap, Dear Bake and combos. Interesting. I want to know more about this airdrop, man. I don't seem to know enough, and I'm gonna have to do a deep dive and figure out what's going on with this airdrop. There seems to be another airdrop coming out every other day. This is a big deal. Yeah, this is their medium. I like this. This is where you get most of it. Recently, several IDO projects in Bakery Swap Launchpad have achieved a good data performance. However, there are more awesome projects whose applications are confirmed and are temporarily in the schedule for launching. DeFi 100 IDO, a synthetic index fund protocol, 9 a.m. February 22nd. Would have been nice to get in on that IEO, right? DeFi is a synthetic index fund protocol based on the elastic supply token principle and pegged to the DeFi sector market cap at the ratio of 1 to 100 billion. DeFi is the first rebase project on Binance Smart Chain that is pegged to the DeFi market cap and is powered by powerful decentralized oracles. Elastic supply and rebase is not a new concept, but fairly tested. Now watch that though. You got to be careful if you don't understand that. Oi Rodney donated to $20 or $12, right? Because that's $10. Bake cake, B-Day cake, etc. Man, we went over cake in depth though for a long time. We've gone over cake for an hour almost today. What is the elastic supply of rebase? So you just go back into the channel if you want to see a real cake analysis. But we'll look at B-Day for sure. Is the DeFi market cap is 150 billion. The DeFi token will be $100.50 a token. This is just like base protocol. Anyone who's in base protocol with me, same idea here. Initial supply 2.5 million. I like this, man. I like this. How to join DeFi IDO Bakery Swap. So how do you join IDOs, right? And are accepted. So you just get in, and I guess you probably can add in before the IEO begins. You can probably get in, In addition, D100 will provide 62,000 and Bakery Swap will provide an equivalent bake for the liquidity farming pool. Doesn't say anything about the airdrop, which is weird, right? Trying to find out what's going on with this airdrop so we can all get paid. All right. AF liquidity farming will launch on the ETH 2.0 of Bakery Swap. Bakery Swap is cooperating with Anchor Staking to use an AETH, a synthetic derivative asset, to launch a new farming pool, including an AETH BETH, a BETH, and an AETH. Bakery Swap will allow ETH holders to benefit from becoming liquidity providers. Also, we will add Anchor, ONX, and extra Bake rewards to the farming pool. AETH is a synthetic bond-like asset that's distributed to all ETH stakers and can be traded immediately. AETH is one asset and combined value, and AETH represents the staked ETH plus all future staking rewards. Initially, AETH is an issue at a ratio of 1 to 1 to the amount of ETH staked. Interesting. Bakery reopens NFT combo for a limited time from 2:20 to 3:12. 6 a.m. Join NFT combo staking to earn Bake. Interesting. 2 months ago, we released NFT combo on Bakery Swap ago for users to try some special meals. It has attracted a lot of users to compose the combos, which are random NFT combo meals that can generate Bake. The NFT combo meals greatly increase Bake lockups. Then, in order to maintain the uniqueness and scarcity of the NFT combos, we decided to pause combo composing, and users can only buy combos from the NFT supermarket for those who want to sell their combos. However, there are fewer and fewer people willing to sell their combos. Then there is no way for... Wow, man. It's like you could spend your whole life on Bake. You could spend your whole life on Cake. These sites are getting so deep. There's so much information to cover. 2 months ago, we released NFT combo. I wanted to hear, however, NFT supermarket. However, there are fewer people willing to sell their combos, and there's no way for new users to participate. The good news is it's about to open NFT combo again for a limited time and greatly increase the IRR of combos. Total limit 6 a.m. February to 6 a.m. March 12th. Check out the previous articles. So guys, we should get in on that. I mean, it's already late. We're already late. We should have been getting on the 12th, but we're already late. Does Cake have an unlimited supply? I've never really looked at the supply of Cake. To me, I don't worry about it. I more worry about the hype that everyone's into. You're not buying Cake like you're buying ETH. Let's get honest, man. You're using Cake to buy Bitcoin. You're using Cake to get into bigger coins. You're using Cake to get into stuff, in my opinion. So that's what I'm talking about. You want to use your Cake to buy Ethereum. You want to stay Cake, sell Cake, buy Ethereum, in my opinion. Let's take a look at B-Day. The only way to see B-Day, I'm going to show you. I can actually track B-Day on CoinTrader.pro there. CoinTrader viewer. Oh, so annoying. Always has to bring me to the viewer. I should just bookmark this. I'm so weird that I don't. Look. whatever. B-Day at the moment. Birthday cake for USDT. Let's take a look. Does cake have an unlimited supply? I don't know that, man. But I honestly don't care. It's crazy. As much as I love fundamentals, I'm not too worried about it, right? Now, birthday cake falling off down to $1.14. What a dump. All right. Still is a bit of a cup and handle. I thought it was going to do this. My projection was this idea here. Followed it closely, but not perfectly, right? It was more of a downtrend. That is a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom, though, that I think we're going to be forming now. So, look. Falling wedge with bullish divergence, because if we go to a smaller time frame like the 1 hour, let's even go to the 30-minute. We're in the falling wedge. That's still a cup and handle, guys. That's a cup, that's a handle. It's not perfect, but to me, it's still a cup and handle. It's also in a channel, like a giant channel, where I believe it's going to come to the upside, right? So anyway, what do we see happening for cake? Do we see the bullish divergence established? No, right there we do, a little bit, but not right there on the low. So not perfect, no. Do we see it on the 15-minute? Saw a little bit right there, but not really yet. It still kind of acted like bullish divergence, which is interesting, but it never showed it. Doesn't have the market structure, possibly doesn't have the movement, but I see cake breaking out of here. This looks like our bottom for B-Day cake. Now remember, a bunch of people want to get in now. It could create a little bit of a buy frenzy. Tomorrow you're going to get B gift for your B-Day. You're going to get airdropped a free coin. It looks like we're going to get airdropped D100 too. I want to look at that, so stay tuned for that. That's why I send those things into the different groups in Telegram, because there's so much going on and so much stuff that we have to figure out, guys, inside of the space. And you will get the airdrop. Okay, got more info on that. You need to stake 500 bake in the bread pool, and you will get the airdrop. Okay, that's what we'll do then. That's what we'll do. We're going to show you guys that right now, because you guys might not have any idea what he just said. Beg, you got to stake it in the bread pool. He's going to be like, what? What are you guys talking about? Go to bakeryswap.org. All right, I like these .orgs too. It's kind of cool, right? Anyway, D100 not used. D100 bake. Interesting. Stake bake earn D100. Bake D100 BLP. So that's pretty cool. We got a lot of bake, so why not start using it to our advantage, right? I just loaded up on a lot of bake. I'm gonna have to get bake to the site. I'm gonna have to spend some time today, and that's what I think. A lot of my day is spent sending bake and cake and all these things to these different sites and learning how to use them, learning how to get into my MetaMask, figuring out all this stuff. Like right now, I'm staking bake for Berry, and we've earned 36 bake. Not too bad, right? That's about $70, right? And if you looked at all the income streams that are happening throughout, it's pretty good when you start adding it up. Bake staking. I'm also staking bake for Berry. Very little rewards. I cannot even earn one Berry yet for my 1,000. I should probably end this stake and put it somewhere else. It's a very unprofitable stake. It's sad. They shouldn't have stakes of that nature. Only making 13%. How dare they? How dare they? Anyway, he said stake bake for bread. I don't see the bread. Let's see where the bread is. There's the bread right there. So if we select this. So look, I'm going to actually do something right now. Watch. I'm going to do something right now. We're going to go to the bake staking for Berry, right? And we're going to get out of this because we're going to harvest. First thing you got to do is harvest. Okay? If you don't harvest, you don't get your stuff. So make sure you're harvesting, guys. Don't play yourself. Okay? So I got my MetaMask wallet here. You got to have some BNB at all times, right? We're going to confirm that. Bam. So we harvest our Berry. That's going to get sent to the... And you make sure this goes to 0. Make sure you see some Berry pop up somewhere. Look for some Berry. Did the Berry show up? There's 0.914 Berry. So that should go up to about, right? 11.11 Berry. So there, it disappeared, right? Now you wait a second, go back in. You should see your Berry point to point 111. I'm just showing you because I know people are like, where is it? What's going on? I trust it all anymore. I don't even worry about it. I'm like, yeah, it goes in. There's my 1.1 Berry. See it? Done. Exactly as it's supposed to go. I trust the smart contracts at this point. Okay. Then I'm going to unstake my bake, and I'm going to confirm. And bake's what, at $2, right? So that's like a nice $2,000 worth of bake. Easy. We're going to confirm that. I feel paralyzed with my MetaMask wallet and Uniswap. It would take me over 3,000 to cash out and another 3K to get back in. The GWI right now is absurd. Around 475. Yeah, man, I didn't get caught up in that. Thank God I did not, man. I have a lot of coins in there too. Like I got Parsec. I have a few things. I'm gonna wait for them to hit exchanges, man, and let the exchange take that on for me, right? I'm also in this liquidity pool right now. Let's see the liquidity pool that I'm in. I'm in this BNB berry pool here. This is earning pretty good bake right now, but I do like that D100. You know, this is earning good bake though. You know, it's good. It's a decent stake at 100 and what is it? 100 and where's my pool? Earn bake. Yeah, right there. 102%. You know, not too bad. Better than nothing, right? But now look, we're gonna select this. We're gonna approve the bake. Okay. $1.10 fee. I'll take that all day long compared to you guys. How's your pancake bunny doing? It's doing great. It's doing great. I feel rude showing it because I don't like to be rude, man. You know? What's going on? I approved you. This is taking a fun. This is a little funky now. Top stakers. Look. Now they're showing you who's the beast. People are staking some serious money on this. Now you press the plus button. Hit your max. Confirm that. I'm getting that airdrop, man. I'm not going to miss out. See, he told me something. I do it immediately. My wife was saying that about me last night. She's like, someone tells you something, you act on it immediately. You get it done. You know, like this guy told me about it. I get it done. Don't procrastinate in crypto. Do not procrastinate in crypto. That's how you will lose a lot of money. Okay? Make sure you're on to the next thing and the next thing and you don't skip out. All right? Super important. Super important. Okay. Now you wait. This should have been put in now. Just give it a second. Takes a second. And then you look for your bake. Where's my bake? I don't think I added bake yet. No, I had to have added some bake, right? So many things in there. What happened here? Might just be slow, right? Sometimes I refresh the page too. Done did this already. I did look away. Maybe I got distracted. Pretty sure I already did that though. Now we're seeing some network congestion, huh? Bam, there it goes. Now we're in there. Earn and bake on the bread. Why does it say bread? Bake. Anyway, so that's that, right? Now, I kind of want all the D100, man. I kind of do. Right? So, I think I'm going to flip out of the liquidity pool I'm in. I'm going to unstake my LP tokens. I'm going to harvest my bake. Or should I just let that run, man? I'll just harvest that bake now and let this run. But the berry's not doing a damn thing. Anyway, I'm wondering if I should just put it all into that bake pool and get the D100. I kind of like what it is because I believe the DeFi is going to go up. So it's kind of like a win-win, you know? I've never gone back into a liquidity pool. It like worries me, you know? I'm like, ooh, I have to like take the liquidity out, right? Haven't done it yet. I've never gone back out of a liquidity pool yet. Only earned $70, so let's let it run. I like the liquidity pool. It's earning pretty well. It's doing well on the monthly. It's actually doing great, and I think Bake's going to keep establishing itself. Anyway, let's get back into the tickers. Let's get back into the game. I see this coming up, man. Now we're going to take a look at the length of the pole after the retrace. Break out off of this level. Get back to that previous high. at about $3.41. Okay. Then I say we get rejected and bounce. Here are different levels where we could bounce. I'd like to see us in this area again and then break on out into another flag. So I'm projecting. But this is what I would like to see. And then continue on up. This could also form a rounded bottom here, which is like an Adam and Eve double bottom. Because this is Adam here. It's a sharp. Nope. They have just different patterns here that I don't have access to like on my other regular one. But you can go like this. Bam. Bam. So that's an Adam Eve double bottom. When you see like a playing games with me. It's not letting me make a trend line. It's not taking the shortcut. Anyway, all right. Come on now. The site's acting up. I don't have time for you. All right, take a look at this. And that is an Adam and Eve double bottom right there. Boom, and rounded. So I like what I'm seeing here. It could take a long while to come back up. I'd like to see it break out of this wedge though, but we'll see. Forming a bull and consolidating. You know, it is new and it's birthday cake. So give it some time to accumulate. Give it some time to make its moves. It's down at $1.14. It's down, but you're going to get gifted. Now they did have an issue. You know, they said they could burn and they couldn't. So, you know, they fell off. They did something that they said they could do and then they couldn't come out with it. And that's why they're giving us the gift token. So it's kind of like, I appreciate the gift token, but I would have appreciated had you done what you were supposed to do in the first place, right? So that's the only thing. 59 likes, 59 people watching. You guys are unbelievable, man. Crypto tech. I'm thinking about moving most of my portfolio into Binance Smart Chain. Everything is pumping over there like crazy. People are switching from ETH to BNB. Berry on pancake, bro. Berry on pancake swap. Okay. Anyone in coffee swap? I like your explanation the other day of why you mentioned amounts as well as percentages. But I had wondered about it for a week before. Because scale is profane. Ratio is sacred. You should repeat it regularly. Yeah, like scale is profane, ratio is sacred. I think what you mean by that is like getting in on the low, right? Like I want to buy Cardano at 8 cents. And then I'm up 13 to 1, right? And now a guy with $1,000 can make more than a guy with $10,000. It's true. Because you could go in for 10,000 right now at you have to get 10 grand to go in at $1 for Cardano to have what a guy went in for 1,000 back at 8 cents. Maybe even more at this point. 30 grand, I think it is. It's or for you know, it's a fork miss. One chunk of code to add, and it can screw the whole thing up. It's a fork miss. One chunk of code to add can screw up the whole thing. Yeah. You constantly show and prove that you're leading people to water, not off a cliff, but they can't tell that easily at first. Basically, don't ask for trust. Take the evidence. Yeah, you got to see what I'm showing you, you know? You don't have to be my friend to make money off me. You don't even have to trust me to make money off me. You just have to see what I'm showing you every single day. You know, against people eventually do trust me, that's cool. But the idea is that you see what's going on every single day out here on the live, right? So, bam. All right. AVAX BTC. Let's take a look at AVAX BTC. AVAX BTC. So yeah, what I liked about AVAX BTC, and I talked about it, is it's in this pattern here. And this is what I see happening. And it's, you know, this was a tutoring session. I was using it to go over hidden bullish divergence to show you that this is where Bitcoin went. And I copy pasted Bitcoin's move right in here. I actually even took Bitcoin's stuff and put it on top. I think we even did that yesterday in the live stream. This stuff comes from Bitcoin. So if you watch, if you duplicate this, and this is what's called pattern recognition. You could be a great trader too, and you can know all the ins and outs of technical analysis. Paul's Health and Fitness. Also, what does a multiplier on PancakeSwap do? The APR are not adding up. How's the APR not adding up? It adds up to me. I don't think you're doing the math right. Divided by 10, divided by 12, right? Divide the APR by 12, find out how you're going to make a month, divided by the daily. See the value that you should make off of what you put in. You have to also do the calculating fluctuation of cost. It's getting the ratio of coins back, right? So you got to make sure you're doing the math right. Like I have 10,000 cake at 10 APR. I'm getting right at 1,000 APR. Well, let's say 1,200 APR to make it easy. So you divide that by 12, you're getting 100% a month. You divide that by 30, you're getting 3% a day. Am I wrong? Right? 3.3% a day, right? If you have 1,000 cake, you should be getting 3.3 cakes a day. You get it? Kind of works like that. Shouldn't be looking at the money you're making. Should be looking at the coins that you're getting. Anyway, buy zone for Aave. Oh yeah, I want to look at this. This is why I'm gonna go. Sorry, threw me off when I started asking his question, answering his question. So let's take a look at Bitcoin right here. What did I see happen for Bitcoin? Well, what I'm gonna do is this funky little thing. We're gonna take, and I don't see a lot of people do this. I started doing it and I got kind of good at it and I like it, so I do it a lot. So you take this pattern here and you can right click it and you can copy it, right? And then I can go back to AVAX and I can paste it. Seems to be going wherever it wants. This is where it went. Too big, right? I don't know why it does that, but oh, because multiple time frames, it tries to place it in the same place you put it in, I guess. I don't know, something like that. So we take this hill, that Bitcoin. Remember, this is from Bitcoin, not from anything else. And we look at AVAX, right? And I guess we could do a zoom in here. There's no reason why we can't. So we take a look at this, right? And I'll show you what we got going on. But this is eerily similar pattern to the T. It's almost like these coins just do the same thing over and over again. Regardless of what coin they are, it really doesn't matter, you know? So I feel like we're doing something like that, see? And look what happened with Bitcoin when it finished that. It blasted to the top. So you could take this leg here, swing it over to AVAX, and that's what I did. This is that Bitcoin leg and put it right there. AVAX breaking out. Look very similar to Bitcoin. Okay, 4 hour is spent on the stochastics. Look for them to double top. Maybe give yourself a wiggle there. Let's go back to the daily. Daily is looking good with the double bottom and forming. So when we look at the daily, I love what we see. We see hidden bullish divergence established. Swing up to swing up on the price, right? Let's get back into the other frame. So we see hidden bullish divergence established. Very, very nice. Beautiful thing. We see it right here and we see it right there. Swing up to swing up, swing down on the price. Tells me that the price will continue to the upside. What do you get in return for that airdrop? You get the coin, and then you can sell the coin when the coin appreciates. You get ready for Cardano mooning soon. I have most of my portfolio on ADA. I am also bullish on Reef. Yeah, big news. I'm going to be selling. I went into Litecoin around $100 with a big chunk of change, right? And I'm about to sell at least half of my Litecoin for Cardano. I'm going to be making a big move into Cardano. All right, shout out to everyone here, man. I'm gonna have to run in about 10 minutes. All right, so let's see. Get ready for Cardano mooning soon. I have most of my portfolio on ADA. What do you get in return for the airdrop? Also, what is the multiplier on Pancake Swap? Hilarious. I feel paralyzed by my MetaMask wallet on Uniswap. I feel that, man. I'm thinking about moving most of my portfolio on a Binance Smart Chain. It's a good idea, man. A series. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Can I do a roll call? Probably impossible. Doug, Ignorant Plebe, Will Brown, Andy Garcia, Sergu Makanu, Jesse B, Rayo Cantina, Roman Hamza, Hadouken, Robert Cox, Credo, Hulk, Oliver, Ignorant Plebe, Calderonster, Tenacious Tim, Jose Pedro, Oliver, Hadouken, Will Brown, Robert Cox, my dude, Andreas, Sergu, Carlos, Jamsheed, Jane Doe, Chris Conlon, Robbie Winner, Aradi, Sergu, House Von Sun Iglogs. It's pretty cool. Unorthodox Path, Oliver, Crypto24, my dude, Yippee Kaye, Tenacious Tim, Fidel R, Oliver, Unorthodox Path, Robbie Winner, Oz, A Series, Billy Jean, damn man, I can't even, like Dave Strautman, Oz, Pawnage, Crypto Tech, Crypto Dudes, Bubba Joe, Willie Brown, Unorthodox. Wow, man, we tried. I tried. I probably missed some people. Gar's File, Paul's Health and Fitness. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Check out Voyager moving BQ. Isn't that BQX? BQX. Let's take a look at BQX. Got to remember these tickers right off the top, right? Right off the top of the head, baby. Right off the top of the head, huh? Binance. USDT. Voyager is moving, doing a big thing. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Starting to do its thing. Look, inverted head and shoulder possible too. Shoulder, head, right shoulder starting to make its move. If it breaks this, it's getting into all-time highs. Pretty interesting. Let's go look back at Bitcoin. See what's going on with Bitcoin. 49,000. It bounced right here off of the 48.3 level just now. I told you 48 was a big deal. 48.5 even. This whole region, man. We really want to hold. Look, bounce, 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 bounce. Can we make a bit of a next higher high and then break this higher low? We need to break this higher high. So we made our higher low, which is a good sign. Good sign for the bulls, making a higher low, everybody. I really like to see that. 49.6. The highest low was there is 48.2. The low here was about 47.100 on the 1 hour. So I like what we're seeing here. AGI, BTC, please look. Gotta run, man. I gotta run. If you pay, I probably could do it, but I gotta run. Like, I gotta run. I'm late for what I gotta get done. Let's take a look at, and plus I go into it in depth, so I'm not gonna be able to go into it in depth. I just don't. I'm at the end of my stream. Even I have like a energy level that just starts to deplete at one point, and I nail it and I nail it. I'll take a look, man. All right, it's in a falling wedge. Okay, it's soon to break out. Look for the rounded bottom, the falling wedge with the rounded bottom. We talk about this all the time. Don't stress it. You're in the cryptocurrency game. You hold it for 2 to 3 months, you make money. It's kind of simple. That's how you make money. You buy and hold for 2 months, and you stop whining and you don't complain. I'm not saying you do. You don't complain, you don't whine, you don't cry. You buy it. Look, these are your positions to buy here on the bull. Not there, but there. It's going to go here, probably there, and it's continue on its way out of the bull. So make sure you can accumulate AGI in the bull before it breaks to the upside. All right, there you go. AGI, man, in a nutshell. There's so many more things I could go over and hit up for you, but it's doing good. It's looking good. Let's look at it on the daily. Does it have any divergences? No, but it's forming the same type of bull. All right, it did pump, came back down, might come back down again. Looks like it gets pumped a little bit too. So I'd be wary of that. It looks like a bit of more of a pumping coin than a more solid trajectory like cake or something like that. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now on the hourly. BTC, USDT, 49. Okay. And we're going to take a look at that news. This stuff comes in the last hour, so this is fresh news. 10:52 in the morning. This is at 10:10. So this news is fresh off the press. Okay. I've seen Alameda up there. I guess Michael Saylor went in again for another $1 billion. I don't know where he's getting the money, but bam. Craig Wright coming in again. Let's see what's going on. Guys, share your knowledge in here. Do not simply let Lifer answer all of our questions. Sharing is caring. Why don't you jump in and out on dips even when you hold for months? I do sometimes. I don't do it every time. I do it a lot though. I do it a lot. And honestly, the reason why I don't is because sometimes I have a coin I really like and I really believe in. Sometimes I find it risky to be on the exchange. I have risk management. So if say you're sitting with $1 million, say you're sitting with $500,000, you're gonna have 100 grand on an exchange. You're gonna have 100 grand on hardware wallets. At one point, like you just can't have everything on the exchange, right? So at one point, you gotta have some things that you're gonna hold and buy the dips on and just send to your wallet, and some things that you're gonna want to accumulate differently. So it's up to you and your risk management. You know, it's completely up to you what to do. You could buy and sell every single coin. You try doing that. I've done that. You'll lose sleep. You'll be up all night. You'll sell a coin you love. Then you'll wish you got back in. You'll miss some of the big wins. Like it won't be as easy as you think. It won't be as easy as you think. I can do it, and I'll show you how to do it. You have to maintain. You have to have a plan. It has to be part of the plan. Weeks in advance. Bitcoin back to winning. Soars above 50K after a major correction. The value of Bitcoin went back over 50K psychological level. At Dark Dorsey Square buys 170 million at an average price of 51,000 per coin. I mean, he's going to buy that much at an average price of 51,000. He's out of his mind. Why did he wait so long? Craig Wright sends his lawyers against Bitcoin developers. The outspoken Australian Craig Wright, fake Satoshi due to his unproven claims that he is Satoshi, made another move that left the cryptoverse bewildered. He made a litigation firm, and it began legal proceedings against a number of unspecified Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin SV developers on behalf of Tulip Trading, controlled by Wright. Interesting. Tulip Trading, right? Cool. Thanks for being a giver, dude. Anytime, man, anytime. Total estimated crypto users worldwide tops 100 million, survey finds. Bitcoin's runaway growth in January boosted the global cryptocurrency use base by close to 16%. 100 million people are into crypto. Can we get it up? We got to get it up more, man. The whole world, a billion people are using fiat. So that we have a billion, we can get to a billion easily. We need to 10x this fast. Monero, Augur, Doge price coin analysis. There's a little Doge dog. Alameda Research invests 40 million into Oxygen DeFi project. Alameda Research invests a round worth of 40 million into Oxygen, a Solana-based DeFi and Prime brokerage. 5% of Bitcoin supply expected to be used as collateral by 2023. Only recent has the world of finance opened its eyes to the potential of Bitcoin. As the asset price climbs, the various use cases it could serve also comes to light. According to new data, as much as 5% of the total Bitcoin supply is projected to be used as collateral by 2023. Bitcoin collateralized to reach $1 million worth of total supply. It's pretty interesting. Grayscale. The shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust are trading at a negative premium to net asset value for the first time ever since 2015. According to the data provided by Chicago Financial Software, it's now 0.6% cheaper to get exposure to the flagship cryptocurrency via the asset manager than buying the actual thing. The Grayscale's family of products is also witnessing evaporating premiums. The shares of its Ethereum trust are only 5.86% more expensive compared to the cryptocurrency spot prices. For comparison, it soared to a staggering 2,000% last June. Yeah, so the price is catching up to the speculation. They can't get away with overcharging, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to everyone here. If you need a suit, my man Mo makes suits, okay? We're talking to about 52 people here. This video may get up to 500 views. If you need a suit, my man Mohit makes a dope suit. Comes with a pocket square that comes out of the pocket. If you have some pictures or a website, let me know. I'll put it out at the end of every stream. I put my money where my mouth is, and I love my friends. If I go up, you go up with me. On your way out for the lifers. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. We're going to end the live stream here. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 69 likes, 3 dislikes. Ooh, Jesse B donated another 10 beans. Jesse, man, you're killing him. You're killing him, man. Jesus. Thank you so much for that. The best suits, even said Chris Conlon, jumping on in there. So that's how we know you're listening, Chris. I had no idea you listened to the whole stream. That actually just made my day. I can't believe you did that. You had your ear to the wind. 51 people watching. We started streaming 112 minutes ago. We had a mishap. We had to jump back on. Shout out to everyone that came and followed me back into the new stream. I tried to do a shout out, try to get it through. We talked about different projects. We had a blast together, and be ready for tomorrow as we continue this journey. Watch me crash and burn or become a multimillionaire with cryptocurrency. It's up to you. Do you want to be part of the journey, or do you want to watch the journey? It's up to you. You can do anything you put your mind to. And we're going to say this. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And here we go with the mantra. We're going to say crypto is life. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. And together, we are all going to say crypto is life. All right. So if you're ready for that, I'm ready for that. And it's the saddest moment of my day when I end my live stream, but it's also my happiest moment because I got to share my life with you guys. And I didn't have to, I didn't have to forfeit my time to do what I didn't love. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. There's nothing else. Don't play yourself.